Have you ever felt trapped by your circumstances, believing that your potential is limited by the world around you? What if I told you that the key to breaking free from these limitations is already within you, waiting to be unlocked? Today, we're diving into a powerful message of personal growth and spiritual empowerment that will change the way you see yourself and your challenges. Let's start with a bold truth. You were created for greatness. Yes, you. Not just the person next to you, not just the successful people you see on TV, but you. God has placed within you a unique spark of potential that's waiting to be ignited. But here's the catch. The world around us often tries to dim that spark, to make us believe we're just average, to keep us in a corner where we're comfortable but not growing. But that's not God's plan for you. He wants you to break free from these limitations and step into the fullness of who you were created to be. How do we do this? It starts with inquiry. We need to actively seek God's way, to ask questions, to dig deeper into His Word and His will for our lives. This isn't a passive process. It requires effort and intentionality on our part. Now let's talk about those obstacles you're facing. You know the ones, the challenges that make you want to give up, the setbacks that make you question if you're on the right path. Here's a perspective shift for you. These obstacles aren't roadblocks. They're fuel for your journey to the next level. Just like gold needs to go through fire to shine bright, you need to face challenges to reveal your true strength and potential. Think about it this way. Every time you overcome an obstacle, you're not just solving a problem. You're building resilience, wisdom, and character. You're becoming more of who God created you to be. So instead of dreading challenges, start seeing them as opportunities for growth and refinement. But how do we maintain this perspective when things get tough? This is where the power of God's Word comes in. The Bible tells us in 1 Corinthians 2:16 that we have the mind of Christ. That means we have access to divine wisdom, strength, and perspective. It's like having a direct line to the greatest source of power in the universe. Here's a practical tip. Start your day by renewing God's Word in your heart. Before you check your phone, before you start your to-do list, take a few minutes to read a Bible verse or devotional. Let it sink in. Meditate on it. This simple practice can transform your daily routine into a close walk with God. Now you might be thinking, that sounds great, but how do I actually apply this in my everyday life? Here's an example. Let's say you're facing a difficult project at work. Instead of getting overwhelmed, take a moment to pray. Ask God for wisdom and guidance. Remind yourself that you have the mind of Christ. You have access to creative solutions and divine insight. Approach the project with confidence, knowing that this challenge is an opportunity for growth. Remember, victory is yours as you stay glued to God. This doesn't mean life will always be easy, but it does mean you'll always have the strength and support you need to overcome. It's like having an unshakable foundation beneath your feet, no matter how rocky the terrain gets. Here's a challenge for you. For the next week, start each day by declaring this truth out loud. I am liberated from limitation. I have greatness inside of me, and with God's help, I can overcome any obstacle. Watch how this simple affirmation begins to shift your perspective and boost your confidence. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. Your journey of personal growth isn't just about becoming a better version of yourself. It's about becoming who God created you to be. It's about stepping into your divine purpose and potential. So don't let the world make you average. Don't let challenges keep you in a corner. You were made for more. Remember, every step you take towards God is a step towards your true self and your greatest potential. So keep seeking, keep growing, and keep shining. Your best days are ahead of you, and with God by your side, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Now go out there and let your light shine bright.